Hey crafters, welcome to Creative Moments by G. I'm G, and today we are going to do a pop-out card that is so easy. So let's head down to the crafting table and let me show you what I mean. Now look at this card. Here's our pop-out card. We have a little card inside, but look at this. We have two large panels, double matting. We have four little panels right here. We have this medium-sized panel. Okay, and just the process of getting all these little panels straight can be tedious, but wait, we have a better way to do it. One mat? Seriously? Let's do this. Okay. The first thing you're going to need to do is decide on your color palette. Now look at this. We have selected black and white and red. You know I love that color combination. So we need to cut this base card right here. Now that base card is going to be in our red cardstock. Bring in your trimmer and we're going to cut it at 11 by 5.5. Now I want to remind you, all the measurements are going to be over at creativemomentsbyg.com in my blog. So we know that this is 11, so this is already the right size. So we're just going to turn it this way and we're going to cut that at 5.5. Now that we have our red cardstock already cut, this is our base. We're just going to make one score line. And our first score line is going to be at 7. Now this gives us our little area for our card that we're going to put inside. The one mat is going to just fit on this right here. And we want it to be a first mat. So let's look at that. We know that this is 7 by 5.5. So our mat, one mat, that's right, that we are going to cut for this is going to be 6 3/4 by 5 1/4. Now, if you have directional paper, you need to pay attention to that. But really, my flowers can be any way. So we need to cut it at 6 3/4 by 5 1/4. We cannot believe how easy this is to do. This just takes this pop-out card to a brand new level. Now, let's just put this to the side. Let's bring in our base card, and we're going to add it just like this. Now, you see how we have a nice little margin around all the sides? That's what you want. So we're going to glue it. Now, you could use a tape runner if you want. I'm going to go ahead and just use some glue. It allows me time to wiggle, but yet it will dry nicely so that it doesn't get my trimmer when we go in to cut those two little bitty cuts all sticky. So let's just go ahead and lay this down. Now you can see that I'm wiggling. I want to make sure that I have top to bottom, side to side, the same margin. And I do. So look at this. Look at how cute that is. Oh my goodness. We're going to give this score line a really good crease. And there we have it. All we need to do is make some score lines. And we are going to score at 1 3/4. Now, because you have a mat on this, you want to go ahead and give it heavy pressure for your score lines. You're not going to cut the paper. Now move it on over to 3.5, but you're trying to get through 2 levels of paper, one cardstock and one patterned paper, and then one more at 5 1/4. So far, this is so easy, and you are going to understand once you see that you don't have to cut all those panels because we already have our mat laid down. Now, we do need to make some cuts, and it's hard to see our score lines here. But what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over, and we're just going to find those score lines, kind of give it a crease. We know we have that one, and we have this one. Now we can see our score lines really well. This is so easy. Put it back in your trimmer, and we're going to line it up on this 1 inch. Line it up. And we're going to make a cut line from this first score line to the third score line right here. 1, 2, 3. So bring it down. Now I can see, because I have a little groove right there, that I'm right on the first score line, and I'm going to come down to the third score line. And there we have it, just like that. Now, the next one that we want to cut is we just want to scoot it in and line it up with the one right here. I'm going to bring back our cutter. We're going to line it up right on our first score line, and we're cutting down to our third score line. And we have both of those cut. Now we can put this aside. Next, what we want to do is fold our card. Now you can see that we already folded it just a little bit just to give it some creases. Now the way you fold this card is you put your forefinger and your thumb right here, and we just go to folding it. Now, these are going to fold down, and this is going to fold up. And it does it very naturally, just like this. Now, go ahead and let's give it a good crease. Right in here. Good crease. We want to make sure and crease these little tabs right there. And we just fold that back. Oh, look at this. Can you believe how easy that was? One mat. Seriously? Yes, I'm serious. We could not believe. Monty and I were thinking about this, and after spending about 20 minutes to make this card, because we had to cut all these panels, these little bitty panels, this medium-sized panel, and we had to make sure they all lined up perfectly. And you know, you use wet glue because you need to wiggle, you need to make sure the margins are right. Not on this one. You are going to see how it unfolds now. We are now going to make our card for the inside. And what we've done is we have cut this piece of cardstock 7.5 by 5 1/4, and we're going to score it at 3 3/4. Going to give this a good crease. We could just add it just like this, and I think that's very pretty. But I think to make it even pop a little more, let's go ahead and emboss this cover. Now we have this embossing folder. It has these cute little flowers on it, and it's called Starstruck. Let's use that. Now the way we're going to emboss this note card is we're just going to grab our embossing folder, and I'm going to sandwich it right on the inside. And we know this is the front because it has the little emblem right here on the front of it. All embossing folders are just a little bit different, but for this one, this is the way it is. So let me go ahead and emboss this very quickly. Now, because this is Technique Tuesday, I want to show you what this looks like, but also give you an alternative. You just take this out of the embossing folder, and look at that. Just gorgeous. Now, another way you could do this is you could cut a mat, and you could just emboss the mat, and and adhere it to the front of this card if you didn't want to just use your card. But it's just much simpler for me just to use it, the embossing folder right on this card. Now I'm going to go ahead and lay it down. We don't have to decorate the front of this card because we already did using our embossing folder. Now I'm going to go ahead once again and I'm going to use my wet glue. Just going to hold it down for a second. And look at that, it's starting to take shape. But we are not through because we need to decorate this area right here. And what we're doing to decorate it is we're bringing in a mat, a red one. We're going to lay it down. So this square is 3 1/4, and I'm going to leave just a little bitty margin right here on the side. I'm trying to match it top to bottom, side to side, because we are going to put a white mat on top of it, just like this. We're going to decorate this one though. So let's go ahead and bring in a piece of paper so we can decorate this. Now, here are the stamp sets I'm using. But remember, Maddie and I always say, use what you have. But we are going to use this nice big sentiment, thinking of you. And then I'm using these flowers. Oh my goodness, and the leaves that come with it. It just makes this pop. So the first thing you need to do is go ahead and stamp the sentiment, because we want to stamp our flowers at the top and the bottom and our leaves, but we don't want to cover up our sentiment. So we're going to bring in our trusty Knight of Navy, and I'm just going to center that. Now I want to remind you, stay with us because we have several cards to show you at the end, just to give you a variation of this design. Now I'm bringing in those 2 flowers, and I also have the leaves here. I'm going to stamp the flowers in Poppy Parade, even though I'm using a red for our cardstock. This Poppy Parade seems to match up better than the red. So let's do that. We want to go ahead and stamp our base or our background in our flower. And I'm just going to put 2 little flowers right here. And then I'm going to stamp 1 right at the top. Look at that. Now we need to bring in the definition, right? So I'm going to bring back in that Knight of Navy. And here is the stamp that provides that definition. Now I'm not going to stamp it real heavy. I'm just going to kind of line it up. Now I'm going to bring in my garden green for my leaves. Now, here's another technique. If you want to get really close to your image and you want to look like you're stamping behind it, go ahead and cut you a little mask. Just put some removable tape on it. And then line it up on your flower, but bring it back just a little bit. And when you take that mask off, it looks like it's stamped behind your flowers. Now we can go ahead and use it on this one as well. Just going to line this up. And look at that. It looks like it's right behind the flower. Now you can also get kind of close if you just use the stamp. And there we have it. Now I'm going to set this up on dimensionals. And we're going to add this right to the front, making sure that our margins, top to bottom, side to side, are about the same. Now I'm going to add just a few little gems. And look at this card. Look at how pretty this is. But what's so amazing is this one mat. Instead of having 4 little mats, 2 large mats, a medium mat, making sure that you have them all lined up. And look at that. So pretty. This one takes a little more time. You can do this at a much quicker pace. And oh my goodness, just beautiful. You can also stamp something on the inside. Now remember I said I wanted to show you some other cards. Let me show you those other cards, and then let me show you how it fits perfectly in an envelope. Now here is another one that takes all those panels. You have to make sure you line them up. And oh my goodness, it is beautiful, and I am obsessed with this embossing folder. I think it's just gorgeous. But let me show you another card that we made today. One mat. So easy, just incredibly easy to create. Look at that beautiful embossing folder to decorate that card. You open it up, we have it beautifully stamped. And finally, look at this one. Look at this green. All the greens that we have. I use that beautiful embossing folder again. You open it up, you have plenty of room to write. Just a very quick way to do the pop-out card. And you're going to ask, will it fit in an envelope? Well, what do you think about these cards? They are amazing. To only use one mat to create this pop-out card, oh my goodness, it makes it so fast, so easy, and stress-free. This is a stress-free zone. So we hope that you were inspired and you take a moment to give us a thumbs up and share with your crafty friends to help us grow. We appreciate you so much spending your time with us. And until next time, Maudie and I wish you lots of creative moments. Bye-bye.